Biofuels. The history of biofuels. This form of fuel was discovered even before the discovery of fossil fuels. Biofuels, in the solid form, has been used ever since man discovered fire. Wood was the first form of biofuel that was used even by the ancient people for cooking and heating.
One of the first inventors to convince the people of the use of ethanol was a German named Nicholas August Otto. Rudolf Diesel is the German inventor of the diesel engine. He designed his diesel engine to run in peanut oil, and later Henry Ford designed the Model T car. This car was completely designed to use hemp-derived biofuel as fuel. However, the discovery of oil in Texas led to the use of it as a main source of fuel because it was cheap and efficient.
The rise in use of biofuel was in the late 20th century, with the crisis of oil prices rising and greenhouse gas emissions causing pollution in the atmosphere.
Ethanol is obtained by fermentation of corn, or really any other biomass such as sugarcane, sugar beet, barley, potatoes, sunflowers, and many more. This form of fuel wasn't first used as a fuel until 1840s as lamp fuel, then in the early 20th century as a flex fuel in Henry Ford's Model 1908 cars.
The bonds of C6H12O6, or glucose, is the source of energy in ethanol. Ethanol is produced by the fermentation of sugar, or glucose. Two major components of plants are starch and cellulose, which are made of sugars which can then be fermented. Currently, the two largest producers for ethanol are the sugar from the sugarcane and starch from corn. However, any type of biomass can be fermented into ethanol. Ethanol is produced in many countries. However, the top three countries that use ethanol are Brazil, the United States, and the European Union. Midwestern states in the United States are the main users and producers of ethanol, with Illinois being on top.
Pros. First and foremost, the biggest pro of ethanol is that it is far cleaner than that of gasolines. Another few pros is that it's a renewable energy and very easy to use in a car with only a few requirements to run 85% ethanol to 15% gas.
The cons of ethanol. It's expensive to get, as it's mainly produced in the Midwest, resulting in higher prices for cities on the coast of the U.S. Another big con is that it takes almost as much energy to produce ethanol as ethanol yields. One of the bigger cons is that it does not have nearly as much energy in it as gasoline does. Using E85 may cost cheaper in the Midwest than gasoline, but in the long run, you will refuel more often, leading to spending more money.